How can you help your customer justify a decision to someone else? Hi, I'm Bri Williams, the Behaviour Explainer. And if you're interested in applying behavioural science to both business and personal effectiveness, please consider subscribing. In today's video, I want to talk about how to get your customer comfortable to justify the decision to buy from you to someone else. Have you ever had this experience? You think you've got your customer over the line and they tell you, it's great, but I just need to run it past someone. Now that someone can be a spouse or it could be their colleagues. In this case, let's assume it's their colleagues. Well, your job is to not only convince your customer, but to give them what they need so they can justify their decision to someone else. I call this arming your advocate. It's all about the blend of information you give them. Let's get stuck in. Imagine a Venn diagram. One circle represents your customer and their personal concerns. The second circle represents the business, or it could be their family. We'll stick with business for now. Your customer has personal concerns, so their likes and dislikes, their passions, their peeves. This is the domain of I decision making. I want this, so I will buy it. The business in which they are employed also has concerns and values and objectives. This is the land of we decisions. We need this, so we will proceed. In dealing with your customer, we need to deal with both their personal concerns and their business's concerns. Too heavy on the business rationale, and your customer just won't be bothered. Sure, you might save them money, but why should they bring you in if it means as a new supplier they have to set up a whole new system? Overweight the personal rationale and you might end up with a very passionate customer, but it doesn't mean they'll be able to persuade others in their business to proceed. It risks being tarnished as Sam's personal pet project. So the sweet spot when you're trying to help your customer justify their decision to other people is where the personal and the business intersect. You need to give your customer enough personal reasons to get them interested, but enough business reasons so that they'll feel comfortable advocating on your behalf. Here's how to go about it. Like any behavioural challenge, your task is to get people from point A, what they're currently doing, to point B, what you would want them to do. In this case, not taking the decision forward to colleagues, to taking the decision forward. So our first task is to delve into personal considerations, those I decisions. Here are 3 questions to ask yourself. What's in it personally for them to bother? Will they get kudos for making the decision, for instance? Will it save them time? Will it take a massive burden off their to-do list? And then, how can you make it easy for them to present your preferred option? How will you present your options so there's a clear winner, while also making the advocate feel that they've done their due diligence? What materials will they need from you to put forward to their decision makers? And the third question to ask when you're thinking about your customer's personal context, how can you make them feel like there is no personal risk if they put you forward? Remember, they might feel it's their neck on the line. Can you provide case studies, testimonials, or data, for instance, to make them feel comfortable? Okay. So now that your customer is ready to be your advocate and justify their decision to put you forward, it's time to look at the business context, the we decision. Now here's the key difference. When people are making the decision on their own behalf, they're more likely to use emotion and intuition to guide them. But when they know they have to justify their decision to someone else, like in a we decision scenario, people not only go through a more elaborate choice process, but they seek more information. So knowing this, these are 3 questions you need to ask yourself about their business context. First, why would the business take this on? Will it save them time, money, or resources? Does it set them up better in their competitive context? Second, how can your customer/advocate convey their due diligence to their stakeholders? What roadmap will their stakeholders need to understand to feel comfortable that it's been thoroughly investigated? And the third question, what's at stake for this business if they don't proceed? What will they miss out on? So when it comes to helping your customer justify their decision to other people, remember, you need to cover I and we considerations, turning your customer into a confident and influential advocate. I'm Bri Williams. Class is over.